Hello everyone, Schumbucks here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. Today I would like to build something special. Usually when I build a station, I have a tugboat directly connected to the freight and use the tugboat to connect the freight to the station and then take that tugboat and hurl it back towards Kerbin. But I thought I could change things up a little bit and have a dedicated tugboat docked to the station and have the freight come in and use the tugboat to collect it and dock it to the station and then dock the tugboat back to the station after the work is done. So, but first, there is something that I would like to do, and that is the solar probe. We still have the solar probe here, and it's almost there. 6 days, in fact. And I want to see if this will be enough to get a little bit more science, or if it's still too far out. And of course there's the thing with the heat, right? So, that is looking good so far. Let's open up the map and warp towards this here. Warp here. And then we will see. Hopefully it will be enough to get a little bit more science. We are pretty close to the sun after all. Way closer than Moho is. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, what can we do? Can we log visual data? No, still bright. Wait. High over the sun. Ah, this ain't good. I guess we are not close enough. How's it looking? It's still an hour out. I think we are not close enough. We might have to send another solar probe up. Hey! Okay, how's it looking now? Probably still, yeah, high over the sun. I don't think you get any science out of this. But who knows? Nope, doesn't look like it. Get 0 science. Nah, that doesn't work. Gosh darn it. Ah well, we can send another one up later on. Okay, back to the space center I suppose. Let's get ourselves building a tugboat. And I've seen some very interesting designs for tugboats, and I think I'm gonna copy one of them. Which is probably gonna be very useful for the larger, more bulky and heavier freight. So, first of all we need a... I think... No, that's too small. That's too small as well. I don't have the big probe parts yet, but I think I can increase the scale a little bit. That's 400%. Let's see how it scales with the fuel tanks. No, that's still a small fuel tank. Yeah, that's a little better. Is somewhat the same size. Let's try a little bit smaller. No, that's too small. Okay, 400% it is. I'm gonna need a tank here. Gonna need a tank here. Lots of RCS. Speaking of which, we need batteries. The big ones. Gonna stack quite a few here. That should be 12,000. That should be more than enough. But I need some solar panels as well. How about you guys? If I tuck you on here, make you a little bit smaller, how would you look? Not too shabby. A little bit small. This is a little better. A little. But that should definitely give enough electricity. Okay, let's retract them again. I think I'm gonna leave them this size. Batteries, we have batteries, we have solar panels, we need command and control, we need some SAS. And put one here. That is, let's see. That's good enough. Pitch torque, yaw torque, roll torque, 35. Two of them, that should be good enough. Okay, we need RCS. Need some good boosters. We got a heavy RCS. Make that 4. Gonna put some here, some here. That means this is pretty much balanced. More or less, I need to put this one a little bit lower. That should be more or less balanced now. Maybe a little bit lower. Onto the first battery here. That should be good enough. And then we are going to need coupling. With a clampers run. And then what else do we need? I definitely need a little fuel tank. And I'm gonna make it so I have a little clampotron here. Okay, so this is the upside. Which means I'm gonna have to put something up. I wonder. I only have... oh yeah. I have the XL girder segments. Thing is, they are a little wide. So let's try with these beams. See how that goes. Still a little wide, but I can drag them out, I think. Let me see. Let's try to move that. Like this. That would be better, but it's not actually connected anymore. This is bad. The way I wanted to do this is to have it like this, right? And then RCS on top of it, and then the freight in the middle. So it would be balanced out. I don't have to put RCS thrusters onto the freight, which keeps the part count down, which is a good thing. But I need to find out how to best do this. What if I put this on, like this, put them on top? That would give me enough room to work with, I suppose. Let's try to get these connected correctly. Turn them into the right direction. Yep. Copy that. Put it on top. And then maybe I need to go one higher. Let's see, let's do a little experiment here. We've got the zoology bay, for example. As you can see, that is quite big. And this doesn't really fit in there, does it? Damn it. I need to bring this further out. More to the border here. That leaves some space. I have to be very careful then. I suppose that could work. It's quite narrow though. I don't like that too much. I've seen it done with fuel tanks. Let's take a look. Fuel tanks. We should have the orange ones. Yep. Put that in there. That is of course not as narrow. So I've seen this done with fuel tanks. I was hoping I could do the same with with the science labs and all that. But there might still be a chance if what I think might work is actually going to work. I'm gonna put this down here. Alright. And then draw it out a little bit further, like this. I hope this is going to work. This is definitely a lot better. Let's copy this stuff, put that on here, and try the lab again. Alright. I suppose that could work. That's a bit better in terms of room. Most definitely. I have to change something though. I think that needs a rigid attachment. I'm gonna do that the same here. And then put this on. Like this. But I think I go and put some in the middle as well. Right here. I'm hoping that this gives us enough RCS stability and power to maneuver. Of course, that is a little bit long. Let's see how this looks. I'm gonna place some docking parts on it. Better, but still a bit long. I have to go down a little bit further. Or maybe use a shorter segment. I can't go too far out, because we still need to dock. This is a little better. That is a little bit. Let's try. See how it goes with the small piece. Well, I suppose the small piece would fit. Let's try it. Put that back up. A little bit down. Take this away for a moment. Put this on. Let's get that turned into the right direction. Like this. And then put the RCS on. Right here. Have that go down a little bit further. Around here. Oh. Going properly. There you go. Then have it like this. That gives us room for the docking part. And it still leaves enough space. Then we have the smaller docking part here, the non-elongated side for the smaller parts. Is what I'm thinking. I think this could actually work well. At least I hope it will. So, how about... No, not electrical. Utility. Let's see if we can put some lights on. That would be nice. I have surface mounted Omni light. Let's see how it's going to look. That would be quite nice for the dark. Let's put some on this side. See how this looks. Lights on. I suppose that's looking nice enough. This could definitely work. So let's remove that. I remove this. Come on. Let me click you. Lights off. Oh yeah, brightness. Let's see. Let's make it a white. Okay. Now we have to send it up. And before that, actions. I'm gonna use custom 1 to toggle the solar panels. I'm gonna call this the tugboat. Good, now we need to send it up. We need a rocket for this. Doesn't have to be a big one. After all, we have only 17 tons. So, what are we gonna use? We need a shroud. And we need a coupling. So, shroud. Payload. 2.5 meters. Go out a little bit. Like this. Oops. That's a little bit tight. Let's try this again. That's better. Ah, come on, behave. What are you doing? Jesus Christ. Why are you trying to... Ah, you've got to be kidding me. I really have to do it like this. That looks horrible. I suppose I need to make it a little bit bigger down here. Like this maybe. Okay, now it's not trying to snap in. How about we make this a little bit more roundish? And I have to make this, let's see. Framing the stage, sides 2, clamshell deploy. I hope this is going to work. It would be maybe better with 3 sides. After all, 3 parts should work. Clamshell deploy is on. That should be good enough. Fairing is staged. It's a little bit big though. A little tugboat. I suppose there are worse things. Good fuel tanks. We're gonna slap on. Let's see. How about... Nah, you're too big. You are a little too small. Nah. Yeah, I suppose that'll do. And then we are going to need an engine, of course. What are we gonna use? That is the question. We need to maneuver in orbit a little bit. How about the Bertha? 1.4. I suppose that'll do. How's it looking? ISP 344 in vacuum. That's good enough. Okay, let's slap on a decoupler. No, I'm not gonna put any separators in here. I'm just gonna decouple it here. So, next step. How about you? Now you're short. Something a little longer. And then... where is it? One of you. One of you. And the big one here. Alright. That should do for a first stage. Of course we need some boosters. How about... ah no, engines. Is that the one? I think it is the one. No, that's too small. Go away. I know I unlocked a new engine. But where is it? This one isn't it either. I suppose it was this one, but I have to make it a little bit bigger. Looking good so far. Let's get ourselves some boosters. I suppose solid boosters will do in this case. Coupling. Triple packed. Gonna try them out. A little bit big though. How about these? It's the same. These are the big heavy separators for the Space Y parts. But they have separators, separatrons integrated already, so that's a nice plus. Okay, we've got the 4 SRBs. I think they would be a little bit too big though. Too powerful. They have, after all, a massive thrust of almost 1500 in atmosphere. And if I put this engine in, we had a thrust to weight ratio of 2.23. That's a little much. Let's try to go smaller. We've got some of the Space Y boosters, little stubby ones here. They are too small. Same here. Same here. How about you? How much thrust do you have? Oh, 25. 22, 15. That's a little bit, that's a bit too much. How about the globes here? They have 771, 582. Let's see. I want to test something. Oh, I can limit their thrust. That is good. Let's make that around 50. Let's see how it goes with this engine. 1.93, which means I need to go a little bit further down. How about 25? It's only a quarter of thrust, but this gives us 1.7. And if I throttle down the engine a little bit, that should work. Let's make it so. Then of course we need some aerodynamics, we need some control over the rocket. Delta Deluxe winglet. I think I had a heavy winglet here somewhere. Let's search for it. Should be here somewhere. No, that's air brakes. We don't need air brakes on a rocket. Heavy. There it is. Heavy control winglet. Make that 4. Put it on like this. And of course we need the launch clamps. And we need some long ones. Right. Yep. Let's make it a single one. Place it behind the rocket. Give it a little bit more stability. That'll do. Okay, let's get the staging correct here. First the engines, then the clamps, and then the booster, separators, second stage separator, second stage engine, fairing. Good, good. So far so good. And it should fly! I think. Let's save that and Oh! Oh! You know what I forgot? The goddamn antenna. Can't control that thing without an antenna. And I forgot it. I have to go back. Yeah. Vehicle assembly building, please. Let's slap an antenna on. Communication. Zoom in here a little bit. Let's see. Antenna. We have a little bit of space here. We've got a communotron, high gain antenna, normal communotron. That would be too big. That's even bigger. How about this? That's still too big. I suppose that would do if I tuck it in a little bit. Bring that in like this. And like this. Yeah, we can leave it like that. Good, good. Save that and once again launch. Okay, let's take a look at the map first. Horizon is right here. Set as a target. That is 201 kilometers. We have two options if we want to rendezvous and dock with it. We either go lower, so that we are faster than the station, or we go higher, so the station is faster than us. And then there's of course the option to intercept. But to be honest with you, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at intercepting, so I suppose the best thing would be I'm going into a higher orbit. We should have the fuel for this. I'm going into a higher orbit and calculate a course for an interception. Okay. SAS on, full throttle at first. Engine ignition and release. Looking good so far. The boosters are not wobbling around. We are a little bit fast though, so let's throttle that down a little bit. So far so good, 2500. Let's start with the gravity turn. Boosters are still looking good. About 2/3 left. $7,500. Looking good so far. Speed is a little bit high though. So let's throttle down a little bit. 11,000. So far so good. Boosters are still holding. We are still on course. 1,500. No, 15,000. Still looking good. Coming down with the nose a little bit. Boosters are starting to get hot. It's okay though. We're gonna separate them any second anyway. Booster separation and clean. Came clean off. Half should be okay. $30,000. Course is okay. APOEPs rising. Yeah, a little too fast. Okay, this is going better. Let's level out a little bit more. Almost 40,000. Still on course, still looking good. And still plenty of fuel in the center stage. Let's go full throttle. We need to get the APOEPs a little bit higher. Okay, APOEPs was climbing. 50,000. So 60. This shouldn't matter all too much anymore. It's getting a little red, but well, should be okay. Okay, how high do we need to go? How about 350? Okay, 350. Oh, and there's another thing I forgot. Cybertrons. Oh, explosion! That looks wonderful. Okay, so far so good. What are you doing? Whoa! Maybe I should have increased the force of the separation. That was a little bit dangerous here. Okay, so far so good. Let's make an orbit here. Go here. Add maneuver. Going a little bit down here. That looks clean. Note in 15 minutes. Burn time 21 seconds. We will burn at 10. So far so good. Let's warp right here. There goes the center stage. Time warp complete. Wonderful. This guy's also aligned here a little bit. Lights on. Panels out. I love it. I love this game. It's so wonderful. Especially when things work. And I'm not missing the node. I was so amazed at this game that I totally forgot to burn at the node. It's okay though, we burn a little bit longer. Okay. Fair enough. Now we need to intercept horizon. We are slightly above, slightly ahead. That means... let's add a maneuver here. Try to go down a little bit. We have separation 51 kilometers. 44.7. 45. And then it goes... this is bad. We could of course do it like this and go into a really steep decline here, but that ain't good. It's been quite a while since last I rendezvous and docked with something in orbit, so excuse me if I'm trying to find my way here. How's this intercept? This is bad. I guess it's too far out. 15.3. This is a little bit better. 9.7. $13.7. 21. This is not going well. I guess I'm too close to it already. That is pretty much the same as before. I had it just a moment ago. I think it was around here. Okay, how's it looking? 47. $21. 14. That's 11.6, but we are far too close for this. Yep, I'm already past that. I think I need to make another orbit. Let's try this again. Okay. Nope. You know what? I'm gonna figure this out and I'll be back. Okay, so I figured something out. It's gonna take a little while though. Note, in 2 hours 47 minutes. And it's get us close as 7.6 kilometers. That is still... I can still work with that though. So... burn time 7 seconds. I think I'm gonna burn at 4. Two hours. 1 hour. Let's slow us down a little bit. I don't want to overshoot. Okay. We are getting there. 20 minutes. Let's slow us down a little bit. A little bit further down. Still 3 minutes. And I need to get myself aligned here. And then of course we need to intercept. Need to make a note for this as well. Mm-hmm. 1 minute. 30 seconds. 20. We are aligned. 10 seconds. And ignition. And cutoff. How are we looking? Shit. 13.8. I can still work with that though. No problem. Add a maneuver here. And I'm gonna warp there. Hang on. We are a little bit far away. Ah, it's okay. We can do this. We can do this. Let's get ourselves aligned here real quick. And burn. And I screwed up. Because fingers. Also relative speed to the target. That would be nice to know. How about we take a look at... what is it? That's not it. That's not it either. Where the heck is my docking computer? BD Armory, that's Chatterer. Did I not install this? It should be in. Okay, need to do this manually. You're still faster than the target. I think I did that wrong. I need to speed towards the target, not away from it. What am I thinking? .8. Let's see, it's drifting a little bit downwards. You still have enough fuel. We are getting a little bit closer though. Speed it up a little bit. We're starting to get closer. That's a good thing. "12 kilometers. Getting further away again. Not good. Not good. Okay, we're getting a little bit closer. I think it's overshooting. Yeah, that's definitely gonna pass us by. How about this then? This is going to get us a little bit closer, not much. I think to speed up a little bit more. That is looking a little bit better. We are getting closer. We are getting closer. That's wonderful. 3 kilometers. Let's speed a little bit more towards it. Yeah, come on. Then we can still turn around and pass it up. 2.9, 2.8. There it comes. Let's try to match orbit here. It's not gonna be easy though. Not gonna be easy. I haven't done this in so long. I'm almost tempted to use Mag Jab. Almost. If I can't actually do this. Let's use RCS to turn us a little bit faster. Losing speed relative to the target. That's a good thing. We need to bleed out speed a little bit. And why don't I have a Navy Fish docking computer? A docking alignment thingy. I need to see about that. It would suck if I hadn't installed that. Because docking without it can be a little bit difficult. Getting there. 3 kilometers. If I could align myself properly here. Thank you very much. Ah, come on. It's okay though, we still have fuel. It's drifting away. Downwards a little bit. So let's turn around. Burn with it. Okay. It's getting closer now. Still a little ways out. Still gives us room to maneuver here. Okay, we're getting closer. we're getting further away. Ah, this is a fickle thing. Mm-hmm. Now we're looking for RCS. Okay, maybe I should turn it off now. And rely on the SAS. Not as fast though. And I have problems getting myself aligned here. Okay, turn it on. We still have some RCS on the station. Shouldn't be a problem. This is not as professional as I hoped it would be. Still looking okay though. It's thrifting upwards a little bit. That's not exactly what I wanted. Let's turn to this direction. Okay. 1.2 meters per second. I think we can do this without the engine. We can use the RCS from now on. I'm going into docking mode. Looking good. Coming in nicely. I'm gonna control from here and target this port. Okay, we're coming. No, 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 no. Oh, shit. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Let's try if we can catch it. Okay. Turn around. This time, hopefully, without crashing. Getting closer again. And then, of course, there's the controls. It seems I'm wrong way around. Ah, this is how I wanted it. Okay, I need to get myself aligned here. And turned into the right direction, like this. bit closer. We're getting there. We are getting there. Looking good so far. Getting closer. Okay, okay. Almost there. Almost there. Now kiss. Come on, kiss. I know you can do it. Really? Really? The magnetismus is working. It's magnetic. It's attracting each other. But it's still not docking. And? Docked! Finally! Whew! That took more out of me than I thought. Let's fill up the big RCS tanks here a little bit. Okay. Top that off. Good, good. That should be alright. Yeah, that should be alright. And of course... Oops. Now I'm closing them. I don't want to close you. I suppose I've put them on one as well. Which means once they're extended, everything should heed to the first command. Yeah, I suppose so far it's okay. I'm gonna look at what is going on with the docking helper, and then we'll see. Okay, so I think that will do for today. As always, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, then please consider to like, share and subscribe. And I hope I'm going to see you next time. Until then, stay safe